All right, here we go. We got one of the biggest stars out of China. Kris Wu's in the building.
Yeah, thanks for having me, brother.
Absolutely, man. I mean, not only one of the biggest musical acts, but also one of the biggest movie stars over there.
Yeah, I've done quite a bit of everything, I would say. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm a big fan actually of Chinese movies, man. The Killer is like one of my all-time favorite movies.
Oh, really? Word. Yeah, I worked with some amazing directors back in the days, like Stephen Chow, like a lot of yeah.
Yeah, man. Absolutely. All right, so this is your first time here.
Yeah.
So let's go ahead and start from the beginning. Now, you were actually born in China?
Right. I was born in China in a city called Guangzhou, and I
Okay,
moved to Vancouver when I was 10.
exactly. So you moved to Vancouver
Mm,
when you were 10 years old,
right.
and it was just you and your mom, right?
Right. Yeah.
Okay, so what happened to your dad?
Divorce. Yeah, I never really they got divorced when I was like a baby pretty much. So I never really yeah, my dad was just kind of absent for the whole I was just with my mom, yeah.
Okay, do you have siblings?
No.
Okay, only child, like
Yeah.
me.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay, so as a baby, your mom and your dad split up, and then your dad just never came around again?
Not really, yeah. Yeah. We just kind of me and my mom has just always kind of been like that, yeah.
So when is the last time you guys actually talked?
Me and my dad?
Yeah.
Like never.
Never?
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
I mean, do you have pictures of him and anything like that?
Nope.
You have no idea what he looks like?
I have a general idea, I guess, like, but I don't know how he looks like now. Yeah.
Okay. Okay, did that bother you at all growing up? You know, going to school and seeing other kids with their dads and everything?
Um, I don't know. Like, I feel like I'm just used to it, I guess. Like, yeah. So I never really. I feel like I'm quite independent, and I feel like just always being with my mom actually made me like more mature and like just being able to, like take things on my own. So I think it's actually not a bad thing for me, and I think it's definitely one of the reasons why I feel like I could be here today at where I'm at is because I've been kind of just very independent throughout my like childhood and yeah.
Okay. And when you started to blow up, your dad never tried to come back around or anything else like that?
I don't know. Not really.
You don't
Like
know.
never. It never got like yeah. Never. We don't have contacts or anything like that.
Okay.
Yeah.
And you don't have any sort of curiosity to try to reach out to reestablish a relationship of any sort? Nothing.
No, it's just too
No.
busy. Yeah.
So you moved to Vancouver
Right.
and you grew up there
Hmm.
and you started getting into hip hop like as a early teenager, right?
Absolutely. Yeah. After I moved out, I started playing basketball, and Allen Iverson obviously was huge at that time, and just a lot of times when I'm watching NBA, hip hop music would come on. So I just started doing a lot of research and start searching online, trying to get some music downloaded to my MP3, and I was listening to like Snoop, 50 Cent, like Jay-Z, Pharrell at that time, and I just got hooked on right away, pretty much.
Okay. And you were playing basketball because you're like 6'1", right?
I'm 6'1", yeah.
Yeah. For an Asian kid, that's kind of tall.
That's what I'm saying. That's why I wanted to pursue this dream. I really want to be a pro basketball player, and I got pretty close at one point because I was playing for the provincial team in British Columbia, and I was doing a lot of things. I was, like I felt like I had a shot at it, and but I don't know why. My mom was not supportive at all when it comes to basketball. She was like, "Be a doctor or a lawyer."
Yeah, I mean, I'm an immigrant myself, first generation, and I remember how bad the conversation got when I told my mom I wanted to be a DJ. It was like
Right.
she was not feeling it at all.
Yeah.
Like, Asian parents and Russian parents I found are kind of similar, where like they want their kids to just go into engineering or
Right.
go into law or go into anything else like that.
Absolutely.
But you actually had a passion for music, and then at 18 years old, there was a big audition that happened in Vancouver.
Yep. Yeah, so that kind of just started everything, I guess. Like this company in Korea, they had a global audition, trying to scout people for their boy band, So yeah, and they just wanted me to come and check it out, and that kind of started everything. So I was like, since I love music and I didn't really know what exactly I want to do at that age, because because I was 18 at that time, and I feel like basketball is probably not gonna really work out too well, and then I kind of had to just give up that dream, and then I feel like yeah, like let's just give it a shot. So I went, and then yeah, I just stay there and just worked. Yeah.
So you audition and you make it to this group, but you're actually Chinese, not Korean.
Right. Yeah, yeah, yeah. So I mean, like China's a big market, and they always wanted to. They always. I mean, they had a vision. I guess they wanted their bands to be, like performing and being active in China and just all over Asia. So yeah. So they wanted me to be in the group. Yeah. But
And you learn how to speak Korean like
yeah.
on the fly.
No,
That's crazy.
I had to. I had to go academies and stuff like that to learn Korean. Yeah.
And you speak fluent Korean?
Yeah, pretty fluent.
Wow.
Yeah, I was there for
That's amazing, man.
yeah. I was there for
Okay.
6 years. Yeah, not a short time. Yeah.
Okay, and you joined this group, EXO, and it had 11. You were the 11th member, I guess.
12 members in total.
12 members in
Yeah,
total. Okay, and
yeah.
they became huge, right? One of the biggest selling acts in Korea.
Yeah, at that time it was big. Yeah, absolutely.
Okay. What do you think was the highlight of that whole experience? You go from being this, I assume you were like middle class at the time with your mom,
Pretty
to
much.
suddenly being in this massive group.
Um, I mean, I feel like it's just more of an experience. Like I definitely appreciate all the stuff. Like I feel like there's good times and there's the hard times. But I treasure every moment. I feel like without that I would never be able to be who I am today. So it's just part of my life that take it with me and just move forward. Because one of the biggest problem that I had was obviously, first of all the schedules were super intense and I had no freedom whatsoever. And second is, I guess, the thing that bothers me the most is I had no freedom creatively, so I couldn't do the type of music that I want to do. And yeah, so yeah, at some point, I just went solo and moved back to China, my hometown, and I started, pursuing my solo career.
Yeah, yeah. I interviewed Jay Park recently, who kind of started with the same kind of boy
Yeah.
group and kind of moved into doing hip hop on his own. Kind of a similar story in a way,
Yeah, a little bit. Yeah.
a little bit. Okay, so you left Korea and then you moved straight back to China, or you went back to Vancouver?
Straight back to China.
Aha. Okay, why is that?
Cause I mean, it's still home for me. Like China is home for me. That's where I'm from. That's my roots are at, and most of my fans are at. So, I mean, there's no reasons to not really not go back to China. So yeah.
Okay, so you moved to China and then you start your solo career.
hmm
But were you still singing? Because in the boy group, were you singing or rapping?
Rapping.
Oh, you're rapping.
Yeah, I was a rapper in the group. Yeah.
Oh, you were the rapper in the group.
Yeah,
Okay, I got it.
yeah, yeah.
Got it. So you moved to China,
Uh,
and then you started rapping like full time.
no, no, I really couldn't. Like, long story short, I mean, it was complicated. A lot of things going on when I first got back, and the industry was changing a lot. Like in China, during the time that I got back, the film industry was blowing up. Like everyone, even Hollywood movies production, they're trying to do like collaborate, do something with China, and then a lot of opportunities just came in, a lot of offers, different roles, really great opportunities. So that's how I kind of hopped on board with the whole acting career, and so I did a lot of movies around that time. About 2 years, I did like straight up just a lot of movies. But I did put out singles every now and then just to make sure that my fans still know that I am gonna be doing music. But yeah, it's not until like after 2 years I realized that like all this is cool, but I feel like I've done a lot of stuff and I gotta do something for myself, like where like for the stuff that I love to do, and I want to just and something just feels right when I'm in the studio making music, and that's why I wanted to you really take a time off with acting and all the other stuff that's going on, that all the other opportunities that I just wanted to go in the studio and get an album done from all my fans.